Hey girl, let's talk crime. So on July 16th, 2011, 17-year-old Tyler Hadley from Port St. Lucie had posted on Facebook that there was going to be a party at his house that evening. One of his friends had asked if it was really happening, and he said, "Don't know, man, I'm working on it." Now, friends were asking if this party was going to really happen because his parents, 54-year-old Blake and 47-year-old Mary Jo Hadley, had recently punished and taken away his car because he was doing drugs. Now, they have had a lot of difficult times with Tyler as he had had behavioral issues. His mother had put him into some type of mental institution, and although he had completed this program, there did seem to be some resentment toward his parents for doing this. He had made remarks prior about wanting to kill his mother to a friend of his. He said that he remembered all the way back when they were like 10, preteen, wanting to kill his parents, but nobody ever really took it seriously. But there was a lot of tension between Tyler and his parents, Blake and Mary Jo. So at 8:15 p.m. on that same evening, Tyler had posted to his Facebook, "Party at my house, hit me up." One of his friends said, "What if your parents come home?" And that's when he responded and said, "They won't trust me." So people would ask, some of his friends were asking where his parents were, like hoping that they wouldn't show up. Some people he would tell that they were in Georgia. Other people he told that they were in Orlando. Now, during this party, there were people that Tyler didn't even know that were showing up. He was trying to keep the noise to a minimum so that, the neighbors weren't alerted. He wanted people to smoke outside, but they were smoking inside, putting their cigarettes out in the walls, going through the cabinets, urinating in the neighbors' lawns, just like really chaotic, out of control behavior. And at one point, he pulls his best friend, Michael, aside and tells him, "My parents are not in Orlando. I killed them." Michael was for sure that his best friend Tyler was lying. He thought that this was a prank until Tyler was like, "No, man, like I'm very serious. Look in the driveway. All of the cars are here." Michael still thought that it was a prank until Tyler had taken him to the room where he had stashed his parents' bodies. So once in the room, he did see Tyler's dad's leg, and that's when he realized that he was telling the truth. He was kind of in shock, and so he didn't immediately leave the party, and he said that he had taken this photo after Tyler had told him that he had killed his parents, and he knew that this was going to be the last time that he would see his best friend Tyler. Once he left, Michael did make a call to Crime Stoppers and anonymously report the murders of his parents. After Michael had reported the murders of his best friend's parents, the police did go over and the party was still going on. So once they had knocked on the door, Tyler had refused to let them in, but they did end up making entrance anyways. And once inside, they saw beer bottles everywhere. There was a lot of furniture turned over. It was just a really, really chaotic situation. And on top of that, authorities also seen dry blood. So then they forced themselves into the bedroom, and that is where they discovered the bodies of his parents, Blake and Mary Jo Hadley. Also in this room were chairs, coffee table, things that were splattered with blood after he had killed his parents. He just threw everything in the room when he was trying to clean it up. And at that point, Tyler Hadley was arrested for the murders of both of his parents, Blake and Mary Jo Hadley. Now, according to Tyler, he had decided that he was going to kill his parents. And that evening, he had taken ecstasy pills and he had turned the music up really loud. His mother, Mary Jo, was sitting in front of the computer, and he said he had stared at the back of her head for approximately 5 minutes before he had began bludgeoning her with a hammer that he had gotten out of the garage. She had turned around and asked him why. During that time, his father heard the screams of his wife, Tyler's mother, came in there, and he began to attack his father with the claw hammer as well. He then attempted to clean up the crime scene, and that's when he had posted on Facebook confirming that there would be a party that evening because he knew that he had killed his parents. Tyler stated that the plan was, after he had killed his parents as well as had this party that evening, that he was going to take 10 Percocets and end his life, but instead the police came. Tyler was not eligible for the death penalty since the time that he had killed his parents. He was 17 years old. He was sentenced to life in prison, and there is an automatic review for his case in 25 years.